Hey y'all, hope you're well. It is May, and so that makes it time for my April Microstock earning report. So let's just jump right into it. Okay, the first site that I'm going to talk about is Adobe Stock. My lifetime position on Adobe Stock is now 8,060, so jumped up from 8,120, I think, last month. So steadily moving up in the rankings. I have 8,347 images in my portfolio. 355 video and 800 illustrations now. So my total sales for Adobe Stock in April were 320. The total earnings for those 320 sales was $255.61. So 319 images sold, including illustrations, and that earned me $247.21. And I sold one video in April, and that earned me $8.40, and that was a drone shot of a country wetland. But I'll just show you my top two earning images for this month, and you'll recognize these from my past videos if you've watched those. So I'll just show those two now. Okay, so I'm going to just jump to Shutterstock as the next site that I'll go over. Shutterstock, I have an image portfolio of 11,306 videos, 854 now, and I had 264 downloads total in April. 261 of those were images and 3 of those were videos. The total in aggregate for all sales was $155.56, and the images earned me $140.76, while the videos earned me $14.80. So those 3 videos netted out at $14.80. So the RPD on that was 54 cents per image and $4.90 per video. And believe it or not, the $4.90 per video was actually up from my normal RPD on videos for Shutterstock. Is, you know, others have commented on the royalties for video on Shutterstock really seem to be cratering. How's that? It's just the way it is these days. So it is what it is. So the video that did sell for $11.06 was just this real short clip of the main street in Sitka, Alaska. Nothing spectacular. My best photo sale was $14.90, and that was this straight up image of Charlotte's Web book. And yeah, I talked about book covers or book photos before, and they continue to sell well for me. So use that intel as you may. Let's move on to iStock now. So this isn't for April. This is for the month prior, which I guess is March generally. I have 7,038 images in my portfolio plus 170 videos. I sold 137 assets in the month. The earnings were $85.38. So that's a pretty good month for me, up from last month. I've been in the 80s, so that's great for my iStock portfolio as far as income goes. The RPD was 62 cents, which is also high for me on iStock. And I sold one video for $1. So we're really talking about images here. I'll just show you a couple of a few images that sold. It is election time here in Alberta, so a provincial election, and I sold a whole bunch of images of the provincial legislative building, and it's just a good reminder that elections, well, if you're lucky enough to live in a place with elections happen on a cycle, and each time that happens, you generally generate a certain amount of income. So think about election related images that you can take when there's an election on, and then you know, it's typically 4 years out, but just get those images in there so that you earn that income when those election cycles happen. Okay, let's move on to Dreamstime. So I have 13,158 images in my port, 310 videos. I had 56 sales at Dreamstime, 55 images, and I actually had a video sale on Dreamstime, which is pretty rare. The video earned $7.65, and the total earnings were $35.94. So that was an RPD of 64 cents. So pretty good. This is the video that I sold on Dreamstime. And so yeah, you can see it's time lapse. This time lapse sells pretty well for me actually. It's one of my better selling time lapse clips, despite the fact that I don't think I did a very good job of it. It's actually one I plan to go back and redo here this summer, assuming that I get the time. Typically pedestrian streets with time lapse, they work pretty nicely. So if you've got a busy pedestrian street in your area where you can create some time lapse, that's a good idea to generate pretty marketable clips. Okay, let's jump to Alamy now. I have 10,556 assets or pictures in my Alamy portfolio. I had 3 sales. The gross was $91.64. Net was $36.66. So not a bad month, not nearly as good as last month, but it is what it is. My best-selling image was of this small town general store here in Alberta. The town's called Lundbreck. And when I saw this one, it bugged me because I didn't like the way I did the white balance. So that's one of the things I probably screw up the most, I feel, if I rush processing, is I'll look back and I won't like how I manage the color temperature on the image, and that one I feel is too blue. Anyway, it's not a processing or a post-processing video, so I'll just keep moving on here. Pond 5. I have 6,973 images in my portfolio. I have 1,854 video now. I had 5 video sales and 1 image sale. So the video sales earned $58.19. The image sales earned $2.50. And then I had additional revenue of $13.19. And so my total at Pond 5 was actually $73.88. So good month on Pond 5. Yeah, let's just jump into deposit photos. My port size at deposit is 10,619. I had 76 sales, and that earned me $22.88 for an RPD of 30 cents. So I had 33 last month. So again, this month dropped. Pretty much every site dropped for me this month except for iStock. I think March was just a really good month, and April was a little bit more back to reality, but still going pretty well. So yeah, deposit $22.88. Black box, I am up to 109 accepted assets, mostly drone footage. I have no sales there as of yet. Just waiting for that to happen, but it isn't happening very quickly. So let's just jump to the minnows. Wirestock, I had 14 image sales, and I should say my portfolio there is 555 images, 4 video. I don't upload to Wirestock at all. My sales were 14 sales, all images, and that earned me $2.60, so very low. I had a bunch of those Getty 3-cent sales, so nobody's making much off 3-cent sales these days, but that's how it goes. Big stock, I have 7,980 images. My earnings were $5.16. 123RF, I had earnings of 89 cents for the month of March. I sort of been trying to report back a month just to see if, testing to see if they're reporting a little bit different. 89 cents for March though. So for me, it's like ridiculous. And you gotta wonder, like it's obviously work to upload to sites where you're not making a return. But then the secondary question is, how much life do some of these sites have? Is 123RF going to be around in 2 years? Do I really want to upload on a site that sort of feels like it's just cratering? And like if I'm making no money, that's one thing. I assume that creators with much better portfolios and much larger portfolios make much more money than I do. But I sort of assume that the downward trajectory is the same. So I just don't see it. Like it seems hard for me to imagine these sites being around, some of them, for much longer. And the same goes for the next stock site that I'll talk about, which is CanStock. Zero earnings at CanStock as well. It's like, how long is CanStock going to be around? It seems like it's a site that just doesn't generate income for me. And I'd love to hear if anyone else that watches this channel sells on CanStock, because I sure don't. So that's the last of the Microstock sites. And as you know, I'm on print on demand portfolio site, Photo for Me. I had no sales there. And Archangel, I had no sales as well. Love Archangel. Wish I was a book cover millionaire. Just not going to happen given my effort level. Anyway, just want to say, before I get into my total, if you like this, you get anything out of this, leave a comment. Room for improvement, obviously, leave a comment on that as well. Please like, subscribe, and help my channel grow. That would be appreciated. Always is. Yeah, so total for the month of April was $674.56. So above my $600 target. Certainly enough to keep pushing the stocks, the Microstock forward, and pushing in this business. Yeah. Hope you got something out of this. Hope you're having a great day and you're getting ready for a great summer. Take care, and we'll see you on the next one.